Assalamu alaikum everybody. Today's story A Simple Man by Hiba Hassan is what I will read. Sumaya over here. If you like my read aloud stories, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. A Simple Man. Mom and Dad were returning from parents' evening at the children's school. Their teachers had been very happy with the children and had praised them a lot. Assalamu alaikum, we are home, called Mom as she entered the house. Fatima, Hamza and Aisha came thundering down the steps and little Ali followed them. Walaikum assalam, they said in unison, and they all started speaking at once. Mom, what did my teacher say about me? Asked Fatima. Dad, did my teacher say I was good? Asked Hamza. Did they say I was naughty or not? Demanded Ali. Did she show you my English poem? Asked Aisha. Dad laughed. Come here, he said. Let's all go and sit down in the living room and we'll tell you what your teacher said. In the living room, Mom explained how delighted she was to hear so many good things about her children. She told each child what their teachers had said. Then Dad said, as a reward, I will give each of you £5 to spend when we go to the mall this evening. The children grinned. £5 was a lot of money for them, and they would be careful to spend it well. Dad handed Aisha and Hamza 5 shiny pound coins and gave Fatima a crisp note. Then he looked at Ali. Do you want £5 as well? Well, Ali? He asked kindly. Ali scratched his head and thought, no, I don't want just £5. I want 50 pence. 50 pence is a lot more money than £5, he said. Fatima laughed and tried to explain. No, Ali, £5 is more than 50 pence. £5 is 500 pence. But Ali just shook his head. 5 is not the same as 500. 5 is the same as 5 and 50 is more than 5, he said impatiently. Your teacher told Mom that you're good at math, Fatima, but I do not think that you're too smart. You don't know that 50 is more than 5, he exclaimed. Sensing that an argument was about to start, Mom stepped into the conversation. Okay, that's enough now. Ali can have 50 pence if he wants to. He has been helping me a lot around the house. Ali nodded. Fatima, Aisha and Hamza, why don't you all go upstairs and play? At 5 o'clock, after they had tea, the family set off to the mall. At the mall, they first did some grocery shopping and then started walking to the toy shop. On the way there, they passed many clothes and shoe shops. The children looked into the windows with awe. Fatima said that she wished that she had that beautiful pink shirt. Aisha asked Dad if he would buy her some new light-up trainers. Hamza told Mom that she would really love to have that Spider-Man cap, and little Ali plodded along silently, tightly clenching his new 50 pence coin. Fatima then stopped her mom in front of one of the clothes shop. Mom, she said, see that orange jumper in the right corner? Farida in my classmate has one of them, and she says it's the most comfortable jumper in the world. Mom looked at the jumper. Well, it's quite pretty, she said. But Fatima, didn't I buy you a red jumper last week? Why do you need another one? Fatima sighed quietly. I guess I don't really need it. Dad nodded and said, you know, we are responsible for everything we do and all the money we spend. Did you know that even though the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was such a great leader, he always led a simple life. He was never greedy and ate very little and only simple food. Some days he would eat and drink nothing but a few dates and some water. Hamza gasped. Didn't the Prophet like eating milk and biscuits? Dad laughed. The Prophet loved milk, but I'm not sure about biscuits. He spent more money on gifts and charity rather than on himself. He had very few luxuries. He slept on a thin mat during the night, and he would sit on that same mat during the day. He rarely had more than 2 sets of clothes, and he washed his clothes himself. He lived like an ordinary man, even though the riches of many empires were flowing into his city. Wow, said Fatima. He hardly had anything. Only 2 sets of clothes? Imagine wearing the same thing every day. I have so many shirts and so many trousers already. Dad smiled and Fatima realized what she was saying. She smiled sheepishly. It looks like I don't really need that orange jumper. And I don't need those light up trainers, said Aisha. Or the Spider Man cap, agreed Hamza. The children all looked at Ali, waiting for him to say something. But I need my 50 pence, he said. They all laughed and little Ali grinned. Aisha spotted a toy shop and she, Fatima, and Ali ran ahead. Hamza hung back with his parents. Why aren't you running to the toy shop? Mom asked Hamza. Hamza replied, because I'm not going to buy anything. I do not have any money. Hamza, said Mom gently, what happened to the £5 Dad gave you? Did you lose them? No, said Hamza. My money is at home in my piggy bank. My friend Mustafa said that he had been saving his money and he hadn't bought anything for a whole year. And now he has £30. Hamza's eyes grew wide in admiration. So I have decided to also save my money, he announced. Hamza's parents raised their eyebrows but did not say anything as they walked into the shop. One of their close friends, Auntie Sarah, was working in the toy shop. Auntie Sarah was not really their aunt, but the children loved her so much they called her that. Hamza was the first one to spot Auntie Sarah at the counter. He ran up to her. Assalamu alaikum, Auntie Sarah, he exclaimed happily. Walaikum assalam, Hamza, how are you? She replied. I'm fine, Alhamdulillah, Auntie. Have you seen Aisha, Fatima, and Ali yet? Auntie Sarah shook her head. No, I haven't, but I'm sure I will see them in a while when they come to pay for their toys. Hamza nodded and then ran off to find his family. Half an hour later, the Hussein family gathered around the tills to pay for everything. Aisha went first. She had bought a lovely jigsaw puzzle and it cost exactly £5. Next came Fatima. She had bought some new paints and a paintbrush which also cost £5. Both of the sisters were delighted to see Auntie Sarah. Ali had picked out a little deep blue teddy bear. The teddy bear cost £1.50. Auntie Sarah scanned the bear and Ali gave his 50 pence coin to Auntie Sarah. But Ali, said Auntie Sarah, you do not have enough money for the teddy bear. Oh, said Ali. The toy shop owner won't mind. He is a very rich man. Auntie Sarah smiled kindly. How do you know he is a rich man, Ali? She asked. Well, Aisha gave him £5 and Fatima gave him £5 and I gave him 50. That's a lot. He is very, very rich. Auntie Sarah smiled again and said, Yes, Ali, he must be rich, but we should always pay the right price for anything we buy. Aunt Sarah opened up her purse and put a small £1 coin into her cash desk. She gave Ali the receipt and he hugged her and said, Thank you, and ran away. Aunt Sarah then noticed Hamza looking at one of the action men. Hamza, she said, haven't you decided what to buy yet? Hamza shook his head and told Aunt Sarah his plan to get rich. Aunt Sarah then said, Hamza, what will you do with all of that money? Hamza thought for a moment and then shrugged his shoulders. I'm not sure, he replied. The Prophet did not have much interest in money and he said, Miserable are those people who adore the dinar. What he meant is that you should not always run after money and keep collecting it. It is good to save for a good reason sometimes, but it's more important to use your money sensibly on your needs and most importantly on others. Hamza nodded. Yes, there are more important things than money, like your family and your friends. And your toys, added Auntie Sarah. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you for telling me such an important story, said Hamza. I know what to do now. And he ran off to his parents. He borrowed £5 from Dad and bought a book for £3. And when he got home, he opened his piggy bank and paid Dad back. Now he had £2 left over. I will save a little bit of money, said Hamza, and he dropped one of the £2 coins into his piggy bank. But then he remembered Auntie Sarah telling him about the Prophet's generosity. He found lots of 5 and 10 pence coins in his piggy bank. He picked up his £2, scooped up the various pieces of change in his hands and ran to Dad. Dad, Auntie Sarah told me a very nice story about how the Prophet did not care a lot about money and how he didn't save it all up. Saving is a good thing, but you should not hoard up all of your money. So I want to give this money to charity. Dad hugged Hamza and took the coins. So I hope you enjoyed my reading. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.